Previously on One Life to Live.
I need to find my grandfather.
I'm sorry, Jessica.
We're prepared to discuss our new deal.
Your brother died.
Lindsay, I didn't tell Bo about the baby, but maybe you should.
I recommend a rather thorough course of chemotherapy.
Kelly was already supposed to be here.
Doc, how's
Doc,
Mom?
what's taking so long?
She's having a few tests.
Couldn't they have waited? You know, she just found out that, the cancer spread to her lymph nodes. She needs chemotherapy. Now she's doing these routine tests. What's with that?
Joey.
She should be here with her family.
Calm down. She's tough. She can handle it.
I'll bring her back soon, I
Thank
promise.
Is she gonna be okay?
I'm not an oncologist. I'm a plastic surgeon. But I have worked with a lot of breast cancer patients before. Your mom has a good prognosis,
Not as good as it could have been.
but not nearly as bad as it could be. Trust me on this.
All right, Doctor, is it McIver? Thank you.
Melanie, please. I'll be right back.
I don't get you.
You don't get me?
No, I don't get you. You just let a plastic surgeon walk into this room and tell us that we're supposed to have faith, and you accept it? Mom's sick.
I know Mom's sick, Joe. But don't try to sell me that that's what this is about, because it's not. So you mind telling me what's going on?
I'm sorry you lost your brother. Is there anything I can do for you? No. And I'm really the one who should be sorry. I mean, after everything that I've put you through, here you are, making sure that I'm okay. I know what it's like to lose someone who's close to you. I meant what I told Kevin. I didn't make any copies of that tape, and I promise you I'm not going to make any more trouble for you guys. Do you want to wash your face? You should go. Joey's probably waiting for you. He is. I hope his mom's okay. She's a really wonderful lady. How do you know about that? You guys talked about it on the tape. It's the main reason why I gave it to Kevin. Don't worry, I promise I'm not going to say anything to anyone. Thank you. Joey needs you now. And you should go be with him. I'm gonna be okay. Listen, are you sure? I'm sure. I just want to take a couple minutes, I don't think I'm ready to deal with making funeral arrangements and stuff like that yet. Okay. I'm sorry about your brother. Hey, just be glad you never met him in a dark alley. He got messed up really young, he got into drugs and stuff. Tried to get me into it. I think he was actually worse than our parents, which is saying a lot, but still, he was my brother. And you loved him.
Yeah, you in there?
She's in bad shape.
You looking after her?
She shouldn't be alone.
Thanks. okay? How you doing?
Great. I don't know what to do, John. Tell me what I'm supposed to do.
So, what's the new deal?
Well, first off, you need to know something, young man. Your father is a pretty persuasive guy.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Will never intended to cause any harm. You take funds from a foundation. I don't care how good your intentions are. You've committed a criminal act, which is what he did. You took the money, Will. Period.
Well, Dad, he's right.
But clearly, there's remorse and awareness of the seriousness of this offense, and restitution has been made in full. So, in light of the recent developments, I don't see any reason to send you off to a maximum security prison where your life could be at risk.
So, what are you offering?
He pleads guilty. He does 6 months in a minimum security facility, plus 300 hours of community service upon release.
And that's it.
That's it.
Did it, huh? Did it, Dad?
Now, do you get it?
I get that you're crazy. What was that kiss about?
So you can see that there's a whole world out there waiting for you. Do yourself a favor, Roseanne. Do something, anything that's not wrapped up in Christian. Take a chance. Be yourself. See what happens.
I can't believe Renee wouldn't tell me where my grandfather is.
You did everything you could, Jess.
He's gonna go to prison. Like he's some kind of criminal.
Something's changed between you two, huh?
It's just not fair.
I saw the way you two were dancing at the reception that Roseanne threw. And man, you really went up to bat for him with Hank.
I should have listened to him. I should have trusted what he said, but instead, I was so quick to judge him. I mean, he doesn't deserve that.
So is this about guilt? About wanting to make it up to him?
No, Christian, I loved Will. I loved Will, not because what happened with Megan, not because you ran off with Roseanne, but because of the person he is. He's an incredible guy.
Do you still love him? Dad, what's wrong? I mean, 10 minutes ago, I'm looking at 5 years in Statesville. 6 months in a country club is nothing.
I'll tell you what. I'll leave you two alone so you can discuss the deal. I'll be back shortly.
Will, I thought the charges should have been dropped.
Okay, well, yeah, but I mean, that obviously was not going to happen.
What good is it having a hotshot attorney for a father if I can't even get my own kid off?
Oh, Dad, you did something great here for me, okay?
Do you realize that if you accept this plea, you're going to be a convicted felon for the rest of your life?
Look, Dad, don't do this to yourself. You know, I mean, Hank's right, I am. I'm guilty. I did take some of that money, okay? And I take responsibility for it. And I'm gonna live with those consequences.
This means Asa wins.
Not the way I see it. Look, as long as we are stronger,
after all of this, he loses. And we are, right? Okay, so maybe we lost this little battle here, but we are gonna win this war, Dad.
You know what? With good behavior, you'll be out in 3 months.
Yeah, I might even learn how to fold hospital corners on my sheets.
If you were any other client, I'd say take the deal. God, this is so hard, Will. I love you, son.
Love you too.
All right. Okay.
Hank? All right. What's it gonna be?
Well, as confident as I am that Nora and I would get an acquittal if we took this to a jury, it would be risky. And I don't want to put Will through any more than he's already been through, so we'll take the deal.
Good. Very good.
Okay, so what do we do now?
First, there'll be a formal sentencing.
Well, we'd like to get this done as quickly as possible.
He should be able to get a date pretty quickly. I'll let you know.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Will.
Mom, hey. Hi. Dad did it. They offered us a new deal, and I'm not going to Statesville.
Oh, Will, that is the best news that I could ever hear.
Are you still in love with him, Jess?
Yes and no.
What is that supposed to mean?
It's complicated.
Yes, I understand that. There's sort of things between you and me.
You know, I was so positive that he took that money that I made myself stop caring. I swore to myself that I would never love him again. And even when I found out he was innocent, I never thought I could love him again. But as soon as I found out that he was going to go to prison, I lost it. All those feelings that I thought would never come back.
So you do love him?
I don't know. But I do know that I don't want to lose him.
I know what that kiss was about. Somebody watching us, right? Some private eye taking a picture of us, huh? Because you know what? That would give Christian proof that I was cheating on him. That's it, isn't it?
You think that kiss was planned?
I'm not stupid, Antonio.
Let me get this straight. You think Christian and I planned for me to bring you here, that we hired a private detective to follow us all around, and then I kissed you for just a photo?
Yeah. And now you're busted.
You've got a really twisted mind, you know that?
You're the one who switched places with Christian when I gave him that sedative, so if my mind is so twisted, so is yours, Antonio.
You know, I kissed you out of some stupid impulse. But you're so busy holding on to Christian and this so-called marriage that you can't see anything for what it really is.
You're right, you know, because my mind is just so twisted, Antonio.
You're like a spoiled little girl who's just so hung up on grabbing some unattainable prize that she doesn't even notice all the good stuff within her reach.
Like you?
You take a simple kiss and make it ugly. You know, I know you've had some awful times, but you know what? So is everybody else. Except that some of us haven't let it destroy our entire lives.
Your lives aren't my problem.
No wonder Christian wants out. You're so bent, you've forgotten how to just be. You know, forget it.
Antonio. Don't go yet.
And I really thought this family was due for some good news.
Joe, this is good news. I mean, the doctors just said this is not a death sentence for her. Her prognosis is good.
No, Kevin, this is not good news. We just found out the cancer spread.
I'm aware of that. So what do? We have to face up to it. We have to accept it.
Accept it?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
What do you mean, what's wrong with me? What do you want me to do? Walk around the room ranting and raving and not listening to anybody?
You know,
that doesn't do any good, Joe. It doesn't do Mom one bit of good.
This little Zen thing you got going on, and I can't take it anymore.
Kevin?
Yeah.
Where's Joey?
I don't know where Joey is, but I know he needs you.
And I promised to be there for him. But who's gonna help you?
Don't try to figure this all out now. Just take your time. Put one foot in front of the other.
And go where?
Look, I know it's hard not having family around. But sometimes friends can become family if you let them.
Gee, John, thanks for the advice, because I don't have any friends.
What about Ray?
Well, Ray's gone. And I think I've pretty much managed to offend everybody else in town, so unless I move, I think I'm out of luck.
Listen to me. Look at me. You're nothing like your brother. That will never happen to you. You understand?
John, he wasn't a good man. But he was the only family that I had. And now I can't even afford to bury him. I heard. I'm sorry about your brother. Is there anything I can do?
Yeah, Lisa, would you let everyone know inside what happened, and would you take care of the usual? Thanks.
I want to run as far away as I can from the way that Freddie lived his life. And the way that he died. Alone. But I don't know how to do that.
Looks to me like you've already started. Seems like you made up with Kelly.
I'm not causing any more trouble for her and Joey.
That's good.
Yeah, but is that gonna get me friends? A new family?
I can't answer that for you, but it's a good start.
You don't know how I needed to hear some good news right now.
I'm gonna be okay, Mom. I will. All right? How are you doing? How are you holding
Fine
up?
now.
Okay. Sure.
Yes. We have to celebrate.
Hey, I'll second that.
I never realized what great parents I have.
Excuse me, are you just realizing that now?
Don't joke.
No, guys, for real though, you've been great these last few months, and I would not have made it through this without you. And this time that I won back, I'm gonna make every minute of it count. You watch.
I'd like to actually watch now. I mean, why don't you get out of here and go party or something?
What about our celebration?
We can do that later. The fact is, I don't really want to see you in this police station anymore.
Right, me neither.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Steph. Bye.
Bye. So, I guess Nora was just too damn busy to care about what happens to Will.
No, Nora's in court with the client, not Bo.
I'm glad Will didn't go to trial. I honestly think that Nora would have done something to undermine you. She would have found some way to lose it for Will. She would have had him sent away.
Nora was ready to fight as hard as I for Will.
Yeah, that's what she says. But she would have found some way to take my son away from me, just like she's had everything else taken away.
Lucy, are you blaming Nora for your miscarriage?
Yes, I am. And she's gonna be sorry.
Are you gonna tell me why you asked me not to leave, or have you changed your mind?
I'm sorry, I thought you were trying to set me up. I don't get why you're doing this.
When's the last time someone was nice to you?
You're not just someone, Antonio, you're Christian's brother. Well, are you gonna tell me that you don't have some kind of an agenda here?
No, I do have an agenda. I want you to have a little fun.
And that's all?
Okay, look. Part of the reason I dragged you here is because I wanted to give my brother a little break.
I know it.
But only a small part. Look, Roseanne, you hung tough at that wedding reception you set up, but I saw you. I watched you. It was tearing you to pieces inside.
I just know that Chris will be proud one day to be my husband.
Let's make a deal, right? You avoid mentioning my brother's name for the next hour, and I'll buy you an ice cream cone.
I don't want an ice cream cone, okay? I want Christian. See, I can't even go a minute.
Well, you got to open your eyes and look past Christian. Try it. You might find something wonderful. Besides, what have you got to lose, huh? I mean, you already got a kiss out of it.
Thanks for being honest about Will. And most importantly, thanks for being honest with yourself.
I'm just trying to figure it all out, Christian.
Which is why Will can't go to prison. He needs to be around. I want him around. So you can see him, so you can see this all the way through.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Since when do you want me to see Will?
I don't. Look, Jess, I know he's not the right guy for you. I know I am.
Christian, you're still married to Roseanne.
Not for long. But I wouldn't want you to be with me if you're going to be torn up over the guy.
So that's why you want Will free?
Mostly, I think the guy's getting a bum deal because of your grandfather. But no, I don't want him seeming like some martyr. If he beats these charges, even if you go back with him, I know that you'll eventually realize he's not the man for you. And when you do, I'll be there. Because to be honest with you, Jess, at the end of all this, I see you running back to me with all your heart, knowing that I'm who you want. And that to me is worth the wait.
I got my life back.
What?
I
What are you talking
got
about?
my life back, and you are going to be a major part of it, Jessica.
Lindsay, Nora's not responsible for your miscarriage. I don't even know how you can think like that.
Because, Sam, stress causes miscarriages. And if she hadn't upset me so much, I would still have my baby.
Wait a minute. You were in the ER hours before you saw Nora.
And the doctor
that night.
said I was fine.
Well, obviously, the doctor was mistaken.
There was no reason for me to miscarry.
The doctor told you to go home and get some rest.
She just couldn't keep from sticking her nose into my business, running to tell Bo that I was pregnant. Sam, she made me crazy.
Lindsay, you remember after Will was born, loved having him so much that we decided to have another one right away, and you got pregnant. You miscarried. And it was a day like any other day. I mean, you were home, you were painting, there was no stress. Lindsay, you weren't to blame. I didn't do anything, and no one was to blame for that. Well, the same thing is true right now.
What are you saying? That it was God's will?
Maybe in some funny way. I mean, the fact is that us mourning the loss of our child brought us closer.
For a while.
Yeah. But then when we had Jen, didn't we talk about that maybe there was a greater plan at work here? That the fact is, if we had had that other baby, we never would have had Jen.
Yeah, well, what do you suppose the greater plan is this time?
I don't know. I really don't know, but I do know that our other experience helped us see that, no matter how hasty our marriage might have been, or no matter how much you might be worried that I was carrying some torch for Nora, the fact is we could truly love each other.
But you were carrying a torch for Nora, Sam. We certainly know that now,
Would you
don't we?
stop blaming Nora? Okay? Maybe, if you think here, you can use this tragedy, the brief life of the child you created with Bo, to bring you two back together again.
You're starting to sound just like her. Because that's what she said, that if I told Bo that it might bring him back to me.
Why not find out if she's right?
Because I know what she's doing.
What is she doing?
She wants me to tell Bo. Because she knows if I do, he will hate me even more.
DA, they gave me a whole new offer. They gave me 6 months in a minimum security facility and some community service, and after that, I am a free man.
Yes! Oh!
So, I don't know, you want to go celebrate with me?
Of course!
Okay.
Let's go!
Chris, you want to come with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? Sure. Okay. Come on.
So Joey and I kind of got into it before, to say the least.
About you and me?
I don't know. That would be my guess. It's got to have something to do with that. And I certainly didn't help matters. Because I just kept coming back at him with arguments about Mom, and that's not what he needed. What he needed was somebody who's just going to lend an ear and let him vent. Somebody like you. He needs you.
Yeah. He does.
So, I better go find him.
Oh, look, I'm sorry. I should have said something to you about it. I didn't expect him to go MIA, I just thought that he was going to go blow off some steam and then come right back.
That's okay.
Go be with Joey. He loves you. He needs you.
So, John, what do? I don't have any money for a funeral, so what, Freddie just ends up in some field somewhere?
Come here. Everybody in the squad, please. Get everybody to gather around for a second. On behalf of the squad, please accept our condolences on the loss of your brother. Now, you have to know you're part of this family, all right? And when a member of our family gets into trouble, everyone here pitches in to help. This is from all of us. It'll help you put your brother to rest and give you a chance to start over.
Lindsay, come on. Our son just got his life back. I mean, isn't that something to be happy about? He's not going to go to Statesville prison for 5 years.
Well, that never would have happened, Sam. You know why? Because I would have put him on a plane to Switzerland before I let Nora cost me another child.
Nora is not the root of all your problems.
Our son did not almost lose 5 years of his life because of what he did. It's because of what she did. Asa vows to destroy this family because of what she did. She slept with you when she was still married to Bo, and if she hadn't cheated on Bo, he would never, ever have set Will up in the first place.
Excuse me. Asa just hates my family. I mean, he doesn't need Nora to fuel his rage.
Well, maybe that's true, but her big mouth doesn't help things, does it? You know what I don't understand? I don't understand why she didn't hesitate to tell Bo about me changing his sperm test results. But she has so far neglected to tell him that I was pregnant.
Maybe she realizes she's made some mistakes in the past. Maybe, just maybe, she realizes that this baby and this miscarriage is something that's between you and Bo.
No, she wants him to find out because she knows when he does, he is going to be furious. She wants him to blame me and not her, so then she'll be free to move in on him.
Oh. Lindsay, come on. You don't really think she's using your miscarriage as a means to get Bo back?
She still has you wrapped around her little finger.
Lindsay, I advise you to let this go for your own happiness.
No, I lost my chance of happiness, Sam. Because of her. Bo and I are finished. And except for anything that has to do with Will and Jen, so are we.
What are you talking about? I'm on your side.
No, you're not on my side. After everything that's happened, if you can still defend Nora, you are not on my side. And you never were. I want to tell you that I love you with all my heart.
I know. I love you too. I don't want to wait until June. I want you to be my wife right now.
Doc, so where's my mom from all these tests?
They'll be bringing her back down any minute.
That's good. So you must see a lot of cases like this one, right?
And I won't pretend it's not going to be easy on Vicky. On all of you.
Yeah, I know.
But one of the best things she's got going for her in this is her family. You're all terrific. And that can make all the difference for the patient.
Oh, that's good. You have family?
No children.
I have a son that I haven't seen nearly enough of, but, you know, I've been calling him every single day since all this happened.
I understand.
You gonna have kids one day?
I get a lot of satisfaction and fulfillment from my work.
You're a workaholic.
Listen, if you have any questions or worries, anything that you need to talk to me about, no matter how trivial it may seem, I have an office right down the hall. My door is always open.
Oh, all right. You'll probably be sorry you said that. I got a million worries.
I mean it. Cancer is a family disease. And the patient isn't the only one that needs caring for. It's easy to lose sight of that.
And I'll try not to.
Good. It'll be easy for all of us.
Oh, yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah, that was good. All right.
You're right. There's more to life than just sitting around waiting for my husband to realize what he's missing.
Get your partner ASAP over to 57 Penland. Woman just called 911. Her ex is trying to break in the house. He's got a history of prior violence. He's got a weapon. Go ahead.
All right.
You okay?
What?
Are you straight with the deal?
Oh, yeah, we're on board.
Then what's up?
Nothing. Something. I don't know.
Is it about your son?
I can't quite put my finger on it.
Your mommy's late. Where do you think she is? Huh? If she's not here pretty soon, you're gonna have to come with me to see my mommy, okay? Huh? Yeah.
Hey, Marianne, how are you?
Fine. Except Mrs. Buchanan is a little late.
Is that a problem?
Well, it wouldn't be normally, but I promised my mother I'd take her to the doctor. She has the flu, and we're afraid it's turning into pneumonia. And I just don't want to expose Matthew to that.
Of course not.
But it's the last appointment of the day, and I don't want him leaving on us.
Well, why don't you leave Matthew with me? Well, sure. Your mother needs you. I can make sure he gets home all right.
I don't think so.
Oh, come on. If Nora's held up on a case, there's no telling how long she'll be. I don't want your mother to miss her appointment.
All right.
Done.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There are diapers in this bag in case he needs any.
Oh, you know what else I'm going to need is the car seat.
Yes, I'll get it for you.
Okay.
Thanks very much.
Sure.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hey.